Now we will talk about the first exercise we are going to do with Arduino Uno board. What is the objective? What we are trying to do? Out of 3 micro switches available in this Arduino board, when a micro switch is pressed, a connected LED and buzzer need to set to on, and when another micro switch is pressed, they need to be turned off. In case of LED, it will glow, and in case of buzzer, it will ring. Okay, the picture shows components what we are going to use. This is a buzzer. So this buzzer will have 2 legs. One leg is a bit longer and the other one is shorter. The longer leg represents, that is a positive one, and the shorter one is the negative. So when we are connecting the buzzer to the Arduino board, we have to follow this convention, and accordingly we have to connect it. The next one is LED. Like I told yesterday, it will have the same convention. The red one is for positive and black one is for ground. And we will have some Berg wires, Berg strip and single core wires. These are single core wires which you can connect one part of it to the buzzer and the black wire to the ground. And we can use this Berg strip to connect to the Arduino board. So this is the main objective what we are trying to do. For the programming side, I will consider number 7 switch as the first case, and when I am pressing the 9, it has to stop, because my Arduino board has both the pins, right? We are having pin 7, 8, 9 which are already connected. If you see the reverse side of that, the 7, if you just check the diagram, you can see the pin number 7 passes through and connect to this pin. So when I am pressing button number 7, my connected LED has to glow and buzzer has to ring. Similarly, when I press 9, both should stop. That's the objective. Okay, these are the components to be used, and this is how the network diagram will look like. That is the components. After connecting the components, it will look like that. Meaning I have connected LED, just trace the positive of this LED pin. You can see that is connected to number 13. Similarly, if you trace the positive pin of this buzzer, you can see where it goes, connected to 8. And both the ground pins, you just trace that, trace now path of the black wire. You can see they are connected to the, they are connected to ground pins. You can see there are 2 ground pins right here. So that is what is connected. This wire also goes and connects here. So you can see both the wires are connected to ground. And when the button number 7 is pressed, you can see the action here. The below picture, you can see the action when button number 7 is pressed. Okay, now let me go to the program. This is how the program looks like. Actual Arduino IDE, you can see this is how it looks like. For the presentation purpose, I will use only the PowerPoint here. Okay, so as I told you before, there are 2 steps. One is the setup, another one is the loop. In case of setup, what we have to do, what is the pin mode, how many pins I am going to use, and what is their default status. That is, when nothing is done, what is the default status. This is called initialization. So these are the steps we have to do in the setup. As I told, I want to use 2 things, that is, one is buzzer, one is LED. So I need 2 pins to be used, and I also want in the objective, when I press a micro switch, one has to switch on and another micro switch, it has to switch off. So totally I need 4 components, 4 pins I have to use. So pin mode 7 and 9, these are switches. For switches, which mode it will come? The user is giving some input, so it is input. Whereas 8 and 13 are their output. Someone is assigning some input to that, so that is output. So, and the next stage is, since these are all digital pins, we are making use of all digital pins, I have to use the function called digital write. What I have to do for the switches, I will set it as high. Whenever they are pressed, somebody is holding it, that means low. So by default I will make it high. when somebody presses, that will become low. So I will check the condition when it is low. Similarly, for 8 and 13, by default I will make it off condition. When it will become off condition? When the voltage is set as low. So this is what explains the first part, that is the setup part. The setup part, this is what to be set. 7 and 9 as high, 8 and 13 as low. Now coming to the loop function. What are the actions to be done when digital read, that is when the number 7 switch is pressed, that means it is set to a low. I have to make both 8 and 13. Buzzer is connected to 8 and 13. LED is connected to 13. So when I make 8 as high, the buzzer will be on. When 13 is high, the LED will be on. Similarly, when 9 is pressed, I have to make it into the off condition, that is turn the buzzer off and turn the LED off by making 8th pin as low and 13th pin as low. So these are the operations I want to do. Else, so I use the control structure as if else, if else. When nothing is pressed, do nothing. So this is very simple program. It is very simple English with if logic structure. Simple, right? Everyone followed? Now let me show a demonstration done by the students. So that is our first modified blink program. Instead of writing a simple blink program, I had made it as an assignment. Hope you enjoyed this first programming. Next class we will see about sensors. Thank you.